What's up, guys? Mikey here with another deck profile for you. I bring you Gimmick puppets. That's what I want to say. Yeah, Gimmick puppets. I took apart the deck at one point, then I put it back together thinking I could do better with it. And when I was putting it together, I thought, why stop at Astral Force? Let's go further. And I found something really stupid. Granted, it takes time. If you choose to do it, you don't have to. You know, you really don't have to, but it's funnier. And it's more of a troll deck. Because, funny. Anyway, let's get on with the deck. One Gyarados, one Machina Cannon, 3 Gear Spring Spirit. What it does, if you have only machines in your graveyard, you can special summon this, and you can use its effect to make one monster's attack point 0 until the end phase. So it's a pretty good effect. Not to mention you can spam out all 3 of them if they're in your hand, and if you have a Gimmick puppet or any machine in your graveyard. And Cannon helps with that if you can't. Cannon is really there to get out the cards you don't want in your hand. 1 Shadow Feeler, 3 Magnet Dolls, that free special summon. 2 Humpty Dumpty, again free special summons. 2 Scissor Arms, this is like the Foolish Burial of the deck. It helps get Gyarados and Shadow Feeler in the graveyard, as well as whatever else you don't want. 2 Destroy, Destruction, special summon power. Your opponent can't really bottomless, he has to trap hole it or Psalm Warning, you know. Good card, good defense. 2 Egghead, you drop a card from your hand, you can either deal 800 or it becomes level 8. Depending on the situation, you will most likely go level 8 in the deck. And to round off the monsters, 3 Gear Changer, which what the name does, insists it change the level of. It can change its level based on 1 Gimmick puppet on the board. So let's get that out of the way. For the spells, we have 1 Book of Moon, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Limiter Removal, 1 Foolish Burial, 3 Junk Puppet, 3 Barrier Force. I prefer Barrier Force because you get to steal that overlay unit or Exceed material if your opponent has an Exceed monster, and let's face it, now the game is on Exceed, spam, and you know. And Numeron Force will negate everything on the board, even your own stuff. So that's actually kind of a minus if you have monsters and cards already in play. Let's continue. We have 1 Astral Force and 1 Argent Chaos Force. I'll show you the funny thing I did with this and Argent Chaos or Barrier Force. Anyway, that's it for the spell lineup. Let's go with the traps. We have 1 Bottomless, 3 Fiendish Chain, 2 Mirror Force, and 2 D-Prison. That's basically it. That's all you really need. The Fiendish Chain will stop monster effects, and the D-Prison can just banish out what you don't want. And the Mirror Force is just the Mirror Force. Or is it? Anyway, now comes the extra deck, which I find hilarious. And I will go over what you really have to do in order to get this monster out. So, 2 Drum Dragon, standard. Well, not really standard, but this is for the rank up version to get out this guy, Gustav Max. And one thing you can do with Drum Dragon, you can actually OTK with this. His effect is give up an overlay, Exceed material. He gets 1,000, so he's at 4,000. If your opponent has nothing on board, you can just limit. If you have limiter removal, you limit removal and attack for 8,000 game, which makes him funny. And then next turn if he keeps survives or something, you can just Astral Force into Gustav Max. Now the one thing that made this deck funny and what I found was this guy. CXD's Sky Palace Babylon. The reason for this card is for Barrier Force and Argent Chaos Force, I believe you can use. Yep, I believe. Because with Barrier Force or anything other than Astral Force, you can rank up by type alone, not by attribute. So there are actually 2 ways to do this. One, you can go into Drum Dragon, Astral Force into Gustav Max, use Gustav Max, knock out 2000, and then Barian Force or Argent Chaos Force into CXCs. It is a rank 11. Or you can just constantly rank up through the Gimmick puppets. You can do number 40 and number 15, go into Chaos 40, Chaos 15, and then, the funny thing, you can go into Chaos Dyson Sphere, the Chaos 9 card. That makes it funny, and then you could go again into this guy, but that's a little bit more work, and it's just another funny way to do it. But this is the easiest. Astral Force into this, and Barian Force into this. That's the funniest way to do it. You're going to be like, what the fuck? Anyway, two 15s, good Destroyer, 2 40s, 2 Chaos 15, and 2 Chaos 40. I know, like, if you counted this, it's a 13 card extra deck. You can add, like, Felgrant, or you should add Felgrant and number 107 if you want. I don't use them because this deck acts on its own, and those two monsters would just screw up the deck because it is an all machine deck. So you can run Solidarity. Just saying, you can run it. I choose not to, because deck is funnier that way. Anyway, if you like this deck profile, make sure to comment, rate, subscribe, to keep up for more stuff. I have more dual videos, deck profiles coming out, and I do have dual videos coming out for other decks. I keep that secret. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later.